Welcome to the Citrus Bowl Stadium. We're here on Monday night. You can see the machine operator wiping the words Oklahoma off the end zone, and OU fans know how he feels. They want to wipe this season from their memory banks. I'm Barry Tramel, along with OU writer Jason Kersey, here in the Russell Athletic Bowl on Monday night. Clemson took apart the Sooners 40-6. This game was not as close as the score indicated. This was a domination, Jason.
A complete domination, and really from the get-go. Oklahoma comes out, goes 3 and out, and Clemson scores on the very first play, and it didn't get any better from there. OU didn't even run a play in Clemson territory until the end of the first half. So, I mean, it was just a complete annihilation, and really the ugly bow on top of a really, really bad season for Bob Stoops' program.
Yeah, the Sooners favored in every game this season, and yet they go 8-5. And adding to the irony tonight was that exiled defensive coordinator Brent Venables turned in a masterpiece. That Clemson defense was as good as billed, really shut down this Oklahoma offense.
It really did. I mean, the OU ran the ball decently well with Samaje Perine, but certainly not well enough, and a lot of his yards were picked up in the second half when the game was well in hand. They completely took Trevor Knight out of the game. Sterling Shepard was a non-factor, and you wonder whether he was all the way there or not. I think that groin was still bothering him, but regardless, no other receivers stepped up. Trevor Knight had a really, really bad game, only a year removed from the game of his life that was supposed to propel him into superstardom. Brent Venables definitely had a masterful performance tonight against the program that he used to coach for.
Well, Trevor Knight, 17-37 passing, less than 50%, averaged only 2.8 yards per completion. Per pass. The Sooners throwing sideways most of the night. Really didn't even scare Clemson. Just never got anything going offensively. Defense gave up a couple of big plays. Actually held up decently other than that, but special teams did nothing. This was just a domination. Clemson clearly the better team.
Yeah, and every time you thought maybe there was some momentum coming, there would be some mental mistake that would cost them. Clemson missed a field goal that when they were leading 7-0, called back because of an offsides on Zach Sanchez. Clemson makes the field goal to go up 10-0. When they're leading 20-0 midway through the second quarter, Charles Tapper makes an unbelievably athletic play, jumps up, bats the ball down, intercepts it, runs it all the way back for a touchdown, called back because of another offside penalty. And Clemson scored a touchdown 3 plays later. So every time anything good happened, it was nullified. And that was just sort of the story of the game and in many ways the story of the season.
Now, just a very disappointing season. Oklahoma starts out the year ranked 4th in the country, ends up tied for 4th in the Big 12 Conference, and then virtual no-show in the bowl game. And now it's on to the offseason where the Sooners try to patch together whatever's leaking in this storied program. Stay tuned for further OU football coverage here on News OK and every day in the Oklahoman.